Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alice and today I am going to show you the art supplies that I was obsessed with, the ones that I used the most, the ones that I absolutely fell in love with, and the ones that I just couldn't put down in 2021. So I am so excited to be back with this video and to share with you guys some of the supplies that I've really been loving. So I hope that you find this informative and interesting. Buckle down because as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here, so I really don't know how long this video is gonna be, but get yourself a cup of tea or a snack or whatever indulgence you may like, and let's just settle in for a ride. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with right here in the center. So what I have in front of me are the Legion mini papers. So I keep getting these in palettefull packs and I am so obsessed with them. I have 4 different kinds right here and I have so many more that are just like in my bag or in my purse, just kind of floating around. But the ones that I have out right here are the Stonehenge craft ones, the hot press, the cold press, and the Yupo paper. And as you can see, these are like tiny little, I think it's like 2x3. And the reason I love these so much is because you can kind of carry them around and then throw them in your sketchbook to like do mini paintings in your sketchbook with like different supplies and add different collage looks. So I'm going to show you some examples of how I've used these over the last year. So here's one example of how I've used the paper. What I did here was I just stuck in the cold press paper and then I painted the whole thing on top, and it just kind of serves as this little spot where things are slightly different, a little bit more raised. It's just kind of a cool little textural effect, and obviously the paint looks slightly different on this area too because it's watercolor paper. So that's an interesting way to use them. This is another way that I've used them. I've done tiny little paintings and then I've stuck them in and done little collages of my paintings, kind of with other materials. So you're kind of taking a painting and turning it into something a little bit more. I've also done the same thing here. You can just kind of carry them around, do little paintings and stick them in. So they're really cute and a great addition to your sketch bag. So we'll continue on the theme of surfaces with these Crescent illustration boards. Also something that I got in palettefull packs. These are 8x10 and they're cold press. And I have been loving painting on these, especially in gouache, acrylic gouache. They kind of bend a little bit, but I actually really like them. And I've gotten a couple different types of the Crescent boards, whether they're illustration board, watercolor board. I think there's one that's black as well. And I've enjoyed all of them. They're really sturdy and I've done a lot of pieces on them that I really enjoy. It's just a nice little upgrade from paper because it just feels sturdier without being like a canvas. So big fan of these. The last surface I'm going to talk about is a sketchbook. This is actually the Arteza watercolor sketchbook. So I have been using this sketchbook as a collage sketchbook. I've been really into collage recently. And you can see it takes watercolor and watercolor pencil and crayon really well, but it's also really nice for collaging. The paper is really thick, and you can see I've put like watercolor washes here and there's absolutely no bleed through at all. So even though I've been using this primarily for collage, I feel like this would actually be a really good sketchbook just as a daily sketchbook or a watercolor sketchbook. And I do have another one of these that I think I might kind of delve into as a regular sketchbook once I've finished with some of the ones that I'm working on right now. But I really like it. The paper feels really nice and cottony as well. It feels really soft. So I definitely recommend these. They're cute, square, and have a lot of paper. So 10 out of 10. So speaking of collage, like I said, I've been super into collage, and one of the people that got me into collage, they got a lot of their stickers from Shen. So I was like, wait, Shen sells stickers? I didn't know that. They do. They're super cheap. They're like a couple bucks. They also have like these little papers. Like this is like all, look, it's all artists. These aren't stickers. They're like little collage papers, but it's like famous paintings and stuff. And they have like these little library cards that just have like random definitions in them, which is pretty cool. And I also have a bunch of these little doohickeys. These are like a couple bucks. and it comes with all of these stickers. They're like slightly translucent. So I have a bunch of cute little stickers that I've gotten from Shen, and I have way more, but they're like loose, so they're not in this specific box. But I think it's a really, really great place to get really cheap stickers if you are on a budget, especially because collaging, it's like really fun, but a lot of the supplies are really expensive. So this definitely makes it a lot more accessible if you're on a budget to kind of get into collaging. On the collaging theme, I'm also obsessed with this. This is by Tombow, I believe. Yeah, gotta love Tombow Mono. And it's their glue, like glue pen thing. It's refillable. You just like get these refills and they go in, and you basically, I'm not gonna do this on my hand, but you basically do like that. And it leaves a little glue strip, and it's just a lot easier and neater than a glue stick. I like to stick things in my sketchbook. I like to do collage. I just like to have something around to stick things with, and this is definitely a lot more sturdy. So I have a little bit of Velcro there because I had it attached in like a sketching kit for a little bit. But yeah, definitely really, really liking this guy. I've already refilled it a couple of times. I'm feeling pretty good with my transitions here. So we're gonna go from glue to another utility tool, which is an eraser. And this is where I get to eat my words from a few years ago because, first of all, I dissed on Prismacolor magic rubs. This is not a Prismacolor magic rub, but it's the same kind of eraser. And I'm not gonna lie, I have found out that Prismacolor magic rubs are supposed to be really good on colored pencil. And while I haven't tried that, I believe them because these are freaking amazing on colored pencil. Now, these ones, the Faber-Castell ones, actually work really fine and like erase really cleanly on regular pencil as well. But they are amazing for colored pencil. They erase it so freaking cleanly and so neatly. So I am going to get the Prismacolor Magic Rub ones. I know I've been saying this for freaking forever. I've mentioned this before. And I'm going to try them again. And I'm going to kind of do a video on it, I think. But these are amazing if you like to sketch in colored pencil. So if you follow me on Twitch or just like my Instagram, I know I haven't been super active here on YouTube, but you will know that even here on YouTube, honestly, I am really into sketching with tritones. I mean, it's just so fun. I started sketching with colored pencils, then I got into sketching with watercolor pencils, still enjoy sketching with watercolor pencils, but my love that has been my love for a while now is sketching with tritones. You can just get so much cool depth and just interest in just a simple sketch. Like this one was done with tritones with a little bit of watercolor pencil on top. These were both done with tritones with more watercolor on top. Also tritones with watercolor on top. So going from colored pencils over to some pens, Poscas. Oh, I am on the Posca train. It took me a while, but I am here. I am ready. Choo, choo. Okay? Like, hi. I love these. I don't like using them for full illustrations. I really don't understand how people do that because I have a really hard time coloring in flat areas with these. I'm not gonna lie. But I love using them for like colored line art and like line details and more simple shape drawings and things like that. I just think it's a really cool way to add some contrast, flat detailing to artwork, and I've been using that a lot. I've also been using these in a bunch of paintings that I've done recently that involved a lot of like textured and pattern layering. So Poscas are really fun. Sad it took me so long to get into them. Very excited to be here. Something, however, that I have been into for a very long time and I'm still just quite frankly obsessed with are the Uniball Signo broads. Especially the broad ones tend to work better, I've noticed, than the other sizes. But I have the gold and the silver and I have gone through so many of these. It is unbelievable. I use them for everything. I use them to sign my prints. I use them in my artwork. I use them for line art. I use them for highlights. I use them for freaking like my gift wrap and my cards. They're amazing. They are so bright and they tend to work really well, and they're just like, they just add the prettiest metallic shiny touch. I am like a magpie, so I always want to add shiny shimmery glitter to my art. Like, yes please. Shimmer wise, I am also obsessed with these Daler Rowney FW inks. So I've been really into the acrylic inks, watercolor inks for a long time, for a couple years now. But this past year, I really fell in love with these specific type. So these are the shimmering paints. So this one's shimmering red and this one's shimmering blue. There's shimmering gold and green and I think maybe violet as well. And basically, as you can see, they're really subtle, kind of almost like, it almost adds a duochrome effect to whatever you put it with. So it's a really cool, like shimmering pearl type subtle metallic effect that's really nice to mix into other paints. Or in the case of what I was doing in some of my most recent work, I was doing a lot of dripping and pouring, so this was really cool for that as well. Other inks that I've been obsessed with this year, and obsessed is definitely real, because I don't think I've ever finished a bottle of ink to this extent in my life, especially not this fast. Like, I was putting this neon pink on frickin' everything. De La Rowney gave me this set of fluorescent inks for some videos that I was doing with them, and I just love them. I love the neon. I love the fluorescent. It's such a fun touch to add to your paintings, and especially with this pink, you can really create some cool bright little spots, especially in like skin and things like that. You can actually do some really cool stuff. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying working with fluorescents in my paintings, and these have been so great for that. So the next thing that I want to share with you are these watercolor crayons, I guess. So this is just all of my watercolor crayons thrown into one, but the specific ones that I want to talk about are these Crayon Neo Color 2s. And ironically, I don't actually think it's ironic, but funnily enough, right before I sat down to film this video to warm up to try to get back into filming videos, I did the intro to the Palettefull Packs video, because I make videos for the Palettefull Packs YouTube channel, if you didn't know. And I opened the Palettefull Packs and this is what was in there. And I was like, well, that is fortuitous, because I was gonna show these. So as you can see, they are well loved, but now I have a nice new pack, so that's really exciting. These are awesome. These are freaking amazing. If you get the Palettefull Packs Premier Pack, then congratulations, you now have some, because oh my god, they're so pretty, they're so vibrant, they melt away. Oh my goodness, I cannot ring their praises highly enough. Now, this is the Crayon Neo colors, not the Staedtler ones. The Staedtler ones are in here too, and they're fine. They're fine. They're not bad. They're not like, they don't blow me away, but they're not bad. Like, they're in there because I use them sometimes. But these ones like blow me away, and I rediscovered them. Like, I'd had them for a while, and I pulled them out and started playing with them, and I was like, shit, like these are really nice. Like, I really like these. So yeah, I've been really liking the Crayon ones, especially. They're just really great for laying down backgrounds and stuff too, or doing really loose expressive things. So I think this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. So if you've made it this far, hooray! Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And what this is an Altoids container of paint, clearly, but the paint inside, minus the, not magnetics. Why do I want to say magnetics? Minus the metallics. The metallics are from Artemis Paint Studio. I don't know if she is still in, like, making paints. I know that she was on a hiatus a while ago, and I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but they're in here because they're awesome though. But these are the core paints, Q-O-R, I think it's pronounced core. Whoa, I've had these for a while. I've always liked them. They granulate in a really interesting way. They like really separate in some really beautiful ways, and it creates some really pretty textures and effects. And this year I really dove into using them more. I got a couple little like travel sets set up. I don't really have like, I bought like loose watercolor sets, so like watercolor tubes. So I threw them in my little Altoids container, and these are usually in my bag. These have been one of my go-to watercolors for this past year, along with some of my staples like the Denise Soden set and my May Marys. But this has just been, ooh, I've been loving it. Love, 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 love. Okay, so that is it. Those are some of my favorite art supplies from 2021. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, or maybe found a supply that you find interesting. And just before I go, feel free to click away if you don't want to hear the sentimental explanation-y things, but we know that I've been gone from YouTube for a while, and there's just been so much going on with the pandemic and my own personal life, and I've just been really struggling, to be completely honest. Things have been really hard for me, and I've had a lot of weird emotions and feelings around YouTube and around my YouTube channel. But I also really, really miss you guys. I miss this community. I miss, I miss it. I have created a beautiful community of so many of you over on Twitch, and for anyone that is not part of our Twitch fam, please, 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 we would love to have you join us. I stream it Thursday through Monday, but I miss this too. I miss making videos, and I miss connecting to a lot of you who don't even know that I have a Twitch, and for a lot of you, I've just kind of dropped off the face of the planet. So I am making it my New Year's resolution to upload a video every Friday this year. I am really hoping that I will be able to do so, and I'm going to try my absolute best to be able to do so. I've done it in the past before, so I believe in myself. And it may be a bit of a interesting journey, because I don't know where this channel is going to go, and I don't know what the content is fully going to look like, but I'm gonna make what feels interesting or fun or helpful to me, and hopefully you guys will like it, and we will go on this journey together, and you can give me feedback, and we will create the future of my channel together. So thank you so much for being here through everything. I love you so, so much from the bottom of my heart. And I genuinely hope that I will see you in my video comments next Friday. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.